Hi and welcome to Money Control, and today we are diving into a topic that interests a lot of us. Donald Trump, the new US elected president. Donald Trump is back at the White House, and the major focus now is likely to be on his stance on immigration. Trump has been vocal about his anti-immigration policies. However, his actions during his previous term suggest that we could see even stricter rules when it comes to legal immigration as well. This has significant implications for India, as it is the largest recipient of H-1B and L1B visas and also has the highest number of students in the United States of America. The H-1B visa allows US companies to hire skilled foreign workers for specialized roles, while the L1B lets company transfer the employees to the US counterparts. During his previous term, Trump made several attempts to tighten H-1B visa norms as part of his Buy American, Hire American initiative. For example, in October 2020, his administration proposed increasing the wage requirement for H-1B visa holders, setting a minimum salary for higher than what was typically paid to similar US workers. While this was blocked by a federal count, it highlighted the Trump administration's stance on restricting immigration. Trump also pushed to change the H-1B selection process, moving from the existing lottery system to one that prioritized the higher salaries and more specialized skills. Another major proposal was to revoke the regulation that allowed H-1B visa holder spouses to work in the US. This rule was recently restored, but it showed the direction Trump was heading in. The impact was clear. Under Trump, the rejection rate for H-1B visa rose up to 177%, and for L1 visa it went up by 28%. In fact, H1B visa approval rates hit a historic low of just 84.5% during his first term. Now that Trump is back in the power, it's possible we'll see a return to these stricter policies, which would again affect the Indian IT companies. Major firms like Cognizant, Infosys and TCS are among the largest recipients of H1B visa. Any changes to the visa rules could lead to even higher wage and legal cost for these companies. Already earlier this year, the US government introduced changes that made H-1B visas much more expensive. The registration fee surged by a staggering 2,000%, going from just $10 in 2019 to $215 today. Additionally, application and extension fees have gone up, making the overall process more expensive. New rules are also tightening eligibility requirement. For instance, some degrees like a business administration degree may no longer qualify for certain visa categories if they are deemed to be general. Experts say these changes could result in employees paying up to 70% more for H-1B visa petitions and 11% more for L1 petitions. Now, for Indian IT companies, this could mean that even higher costs and legal complexities. However, these companies have already started adapting to this reality. Many have reduced their reliance on H-1B visa by ramping up local hiring in the US, helping them to become weather to any further changes. But for individuals hoping to live and work in the United States of America in the future, it's clear that the process is going to be much more stricter. Meanwhile, family-based visas have allowed many Indians to reunite with relatives in the United States. However, Trump's shift towards a merit-based system, which stresses skills over family ties, restrictions family-based immigration to spouses and minor children. If this approach is taken, then it could reduce skilled worker blockage through it limits family-focused immigration. In future, children born in the US but with neither parent being a US national or a permanent resident of the country could be at the risk of not being eligible for the automatic citizenship. If Donald Trump signs an executive order, how will Indians be affected? That is the big question. As stated above, under the executive order, the permanent residency of at least one parent would be one of the ways through which a child would qualify for automatic citizenship. This means over 4 lakh Indians in the category will die before getting their cards. This would also impact more than 1 lakh children from Indian families when they age out. Currently, children born in the US and with the families caught in the green card backlog must self-deport at 21 years of age. Alternatively, they must arrange for another visa. According to 2020 US Census, the country was home to around 4.8 million Indian Americans. Of them, 34% or 1.6 million were US born. So what does this mean for you? For those considering a future in the US, the path towards will likely be more challenging, both in terms of cost and eligibility. With that, it's a wrap. For more such updates, keep watching moneycontrol.com and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Money Control's YouTube channel.